Hörmətli cənab prezident, zat-ı aliləri, ilk növbədə dəvətə və qonaqpərvərliyə görə sizə təşəkkür ederim.
Dear Mr. President, Your Excellency, first of all, I would like to thank you for the invitation and hospitality. I am very happy to be visiting your country with ancient history. This visit will contribute a great deal to the development of Egyptian-Azerbaijani relations. Last year, we welcomed President El-Sisi in Azerbaijan, and this year I am visiting Egypt. This shows that our political dialogue is of regular nature. We agreed to continue this political dialogue. I have invited President El-Sisi to the COP29 conference in Baku, and I am glad that my invitation has been accepted. At the same time, I stated that Egypt's presidency and hosting of COP27 was a great success. On this occasion, I congratulated my colleague. I also inquired about Egypt's experience in this field, and our representatives are in constant contact. During the discussion of international issues, it became clear that we do not have any differences of opinion. Our opinions overlap on all international matters. As a matter of fact, we actively work within the framework of international organizations, including the UN, the Non-Aligned Movement, the Organization of Islamic Cooperation, and we make joint efforts to strengthen Islamic solidarity. As you may know, with the support of Egypt, Azerbaijan has chaired the Non-Aligned Movement for 4 years. As a result of this chairmanship, the movement has acquired greater opportunities. The settlement of the Palestinian-Israeli relations and the establishment of an independent Palestinian state were always in the center of attention during our chairmanship of the Non-Aligned Movement. A number of events were held, and Azerbaijan's position is unequivocal. An independent Palestinian state must be established, and East Jerusalem should be its capital. Today's tragedy in Gaza must be stopped as soon as possible. The war must be stopped, and all issues must be resolved through negotiations. I told President El-Sisi that we support Egypt's efforts in these directions, and that the initiatives put forward by Egypt should be taken into account. At the same time, we also discussed the developments in the South Caucasus. I said that Azerbaijan and Armenia had achieved certain successes in defining their state borders. Almost 12.7 kilometers of the state border has been agreed upon. 4 villages of Gazak district of Azerbaijan, which were occupied for more than 30 years, have been returned to Azerbaijan through negotiations, and we consider this a positive development. At the same time, I think there are good opportunities for progress in the negotiations. In any case, Azerbaijan is ready for it. I also stated that Azerbaijan had fully restored its state sovereignty and territorial integrity in September of last year. Of course, this will be an important factor in the normalization of relations with Armenia. It was also brought to my colleagues' attention that for almost 2 years, there had been calm on the Azerbaijan-Armenia conditional border, with no ceasefire violations recorded. As far as bilateral relations are concerned, the increase of the volume of trade is, of course, a positive development. If we look at the statistics, we will see that the turnover has increased several times. However, we are not yet pleased with the absolute numbers, and I am sure that the documents signed today and the agreements reached will help us in this direction as well. I am sure that, first of all, it will be possible to achieve good results in the fields of energy, production of renewable energy, oil industry, pharmaceuticals, aluminium industry, and other fields. Today, we also exchanged views on new transport corridors. Both east-west and north-south transport corridors pass through the territory of Azerbaijan. The entire infrastructure has been put in place in the territory of Azerbaijan, and thus great opportunities for cooperation in the field of transport and logistics are opening up. Members of the delegations informed us about the next meeting of the Joint Intergovernmental Commission. The last meeting of the Commission was held in Azerbaijan 2 years ago. The next meeting of the Commission will probably be held this year, and I am sure that all the instructions given by the presidents will be seriously discussed, and we will thus take the next important step in the direction of cooperation. Dear Mr. President, Your Excellency, I would like to thank you once again for the hospitality you have extended to me and the delegation. I am sure that we will meet again in Baku, within the framework of COP29 in November.
Əminəm ki, noyabr ayında Bakıda COP29 çərçivəsində biz sizinlə yenidən görüşəcəyik.